What's going on? Welcome back to the channel for another video. So 2026 is knocking on the door. Canon has some new toys in the pipeline, and one of them is a shiny new R7 Mark II. But here's the million-dollar question. What about the OG R7? Is it now the equivalent of showing up to a Tesla convention in a Prius? Or is it still a beast worth hanging on to? So yeah, Canon's R7 Mark II is coming. Rumor mill says no mechanical shutter, faster readout, stacked sensor. Basically, it's an R7 on steroids. But if you're like me, maybe you can't just buy new gear every time that Canon sneezes out a new model. Or maybe your significant other kind of has you on a gear buying ban list, kind of like me. Or maybe, just maybe, you don't really care about chasing specs. So the question is, will the original Canon R7 become obsolete in 2026? So when the R7 dropped, I was skeptical. I was still rocking my EOS R, pushing that thing way past what it's built for. I was shooting motorsports, drag racing, rodeos, basically treating it like it was the wrong tool for the job. Well, then I tried the R7, and holy crap. Going from 5 frames per second on the EOS R to 15 mechanical and 30 electronic on the R7 felt like I strapped a rocket to my workflow. Sure, the electronic shutter had rolling shutter issues. Kind of looked like I was shooting jello on wheels. But after I messed with the technique a bit, I figured it all out. So for drag racing and rodeos, rolling shutter wasn't killing me anymore. Now, not everyone shoots sports. I get that. Some of you are landscape shooters, birders, wedding warriors, or you just want a glorified Instagram machine. But here's the deal. Every camera has its quirks. Low light on a crop sensor? Well, yeah. But you crank up the ISO these days and it's miles better than it used to be. Plus, I kind of cheated a bit. I slapped on a Mikey speed booster and boom, extra stop of light. It ended up reducing that crop factor and suddenly my R7 started cosplaying as a full frame beast. I even used a speed booster for video to get around the 4K crop, like I'm doing now. And look, the R7, it got mixed reviews. On paper, everyone was drooling over the specs. Then the YouTube hot takes rolled in. Half the internet hated it, for the rolling shutter and low light, while the other half, they loved it. Classic internet, right? But here's the thing. It really just depends on how you use it. If you know its limitations, you learn to work around them, and you lean into the strengths, the R7, it's going to reward you. Now, if you expect it to do everything flawlessly, well then yeah, you're going to be disappointed. But that's with any camera, right? Now, I'm not saying that the R7 is the best camera ever made. Not by a long shot. Will I eventually buy the Mark II? Well, yeah, probably, because I'm a gear nerd. But truth is, the R7 taught me more than I expected. It forced me to think, to problem solve, to adapt. And that's worth more than just chasing the latest and greatest spec sheet. Will the Mark II be an upgrade? Well, absolutely. But do you need it? Well, not unless you're the type who buys a new iPhone every year just because it's slightly shinier. For me, the OG R7 still has plenty of life left. Autofocus is fast and sticky, quality is killer, and it keeps me sharp as a photographer. I'll happily ride the original R7 into 2026 and beyond. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. So leave me your comments down below. I'm curious on what your thoughts are on this. So remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and click the bell for future videos. Also, hit up my website, jeff-gresham.com, to pick up my Lightroom presets pack, as well as my upcoming photo prints. And until next time, get out and shoot. And I'll see you in the next video.